Introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I am Naima
Mm,
Fuller,
okay.
and my film project is Home, the Great Migration of the 21st Century.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I'm looking to really learn more about is how to really use Twitter as a marketing and promotion tool
Okay.
for my project.
All right. Well, first, tell me a little bit about the movie.
It's a documentary movie about the return migration of African Americans to the South.
Okay.
It's a reverse of trends from the Great Migration of the 20th century when somewhere an estimated 8 to 10 million African Americans left the South and went to the West, into the Midwest, into the Northeast, and the largest internal migration in the history of this country.
Okay.
And this new migration of the return is even greater than that migration in a shorter period of time.
Okay.
So that's what my documentary is about.
Cool.
And it features Maya Angelou, Morgan Freeman, Danny Glover, and a number of other well-known people.
Wonderful. Okay. So, using Twitter as a marketing tool for your film. The first thing, have you? I'm assuming you've already set up your Twitter profile.
Well, I have a Twitter page, yes, that I've been using for my company, but I haven't set up a Twitter account specifically for my film project as of yet.
Okay. So, when you set up your Twitter account, first thing,
Mm-hmm.
your title is going to be a little long, so you may run out of space. But try to come. The first
Okay.
thing is try to come up with something as close to the title of your film as possible.
Okay.
That's the first. And then
Okay.
as far as your background, I would definitely recommend doing a branded background. What I mean by branded is if your film has a logo or if it has a screen grab photo or a JPEG from your movie or something that you're sending out
Mm-hmm.
as far as press, use
Mm-hmm.
that photo or a couple of photos in your background.
Okay.
I would not suggest. I mean, to start out, you might just get your typical blue background, but I would definitely try to get something that's branded, something that will complement whatever marketing or press kit things that you're using already. That's one.
Okay. Okay.
And that's relatively simple to do. There are a couple of
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with using the tools there,
okay,
setting
uh,
up a site and stuff, because I do that for my clients as well.
okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
once you've got your background created, you've got your name created. The second thing you're going to want to do is look for filmmakers. And what you want to do with a film like this, especially since it's a documentary, you could do a search on Twitter for documentary and filmmakers, and you will find that there's a huge community of filmmakers on Twitter to begin with. So the first thing is finding those people that are interested in what you are doing. And in this particular case, finding those people on Twitter who are interested in one, filmmaking, two, documentary filmmaking, also those people who are interested in the subject that is related to your film. Black history to a certain extent. Um, you could also think about a little broadly. You could think about following people who are or profiles that deal with relocation, helping people find or not necessarily work and jobs, but those profiles that deal with people new to a city and things of that nature. And because if you're talking about migrating to back to the south, especially like cities like Atlanta, which cities are featured in your documentary?
Well, Atlanta is somewhat ground zero for the documentary, and so definitely it's in there, and Charlotte, North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans, Houston.
Okay. Then
Mm-hmm.
those cities in and of themselves have Twitter profiles. What you want to do is connect with those cities because those cities are going to be highlighted in your documentary. So you could connect with the film commissions. I'm sure they have Twitter profiles in those cities. And then once you find the profiles of people that are interested in what you're doing and profiles of other people that are related to the subject of your documentary, look to see who they're following and who's following them. That's the quickest way to find out the people who might be interested in following them might very well be interested in following you. So one of the
That's great stuff.
that's one of the great ways to just start building from the start. Finding those people who are interested in what you're doing, finding those people through a Twitter search. And Twitter search is relatively easy. You can either go to twitter.com once you sign in, just go to the search and put in your keywords, filmmaker, filmmaking, or documentary, things of that nature.
Okay,
And then what will
that's
happen
great.
is on Twitter, it's supposed to be about reciprocity. In other words, if I follow you, you follow me. That's
Mm-hmm.
great in the ideal world, but that may not always be the case. So,
Sure.
but the thing is, follow them anyway, and then attempt to engage them in conversation.
Oh,
People,
okay. Now, see, that's the part I haven't been quite clear about how to do, to
okay,
engage in conversation on Twitter.
find once you
Tell me that
find those,
process again.
yeah, once you find that individual profile, that Twitter profile,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
start engaging them in conversation. You could, but don't make it like a sell. Make it more like a conversation, as if you're meeting them for the first time at dinner or at a conference. Hi, I'm the filmmaker I'm the director producer of this film, and we highlight
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta. And
Okay.
then you start saying, well, this is what we found out about Atlanta.
Okay.
Would you? And you can even ask them to follow you. It doesn't
Okay.
hurt to
Mm-hmm.
ask. And then
Okay.
two, you can also start saying, well, what you found out about Atlanta, if you got facts and figures, statistics and things of that nature that put the city in a positive light,
Mm-hmm.
you could tweet those and ask them to retweet them. Because what you want to do
Okay.
is take advantage of the social influence that they have already. If they've got
So,
2,000
so for
followers,
example,
hmm?
when I would to post a conversation, you just go to that individual's page and click on a message.
Well, actually, no. You don't have to do it that way at all.
Oh,
When you sign into Twitter to your own account,
yeah, yeah,
and once you begin following some people,
sure.
you can send them a message, and if they follow you back, you can send them a direct message so that everybody can't see it. So
Sure, okay.
you put the
But
ads.
if I just wanted to send them a message right on Twitter without it being a private message.
Well, yeah, then you would have to just sign into your account, and
Hmm.
then when you sign into your account, you'll go up to the place where you put in your tweet for the day, and you'll do
Hmm.
the sign at, and then whatever their
So
name
just put
is,
the at in. Oh, okay. Uh huh.
you have to put the at in, and
Okay.
then their name, no space,
Oh, then their name. Okay.
no space, and then
Uh-huh.
from there type out your message. But always keep in,
Ah,
but always
okay.
keep in
That's
mind,
cool.
you're going to be limited by your characters.
Exactly.
So you'll have to make it short and sweet. But
Hmm.
if you have a link that you want to add to your tweet, use there's a couple of things that you can use. You can
Hmm.
use Bitly, bit.ly, Bitly, which is a URL shortener. There's a lot of them out there, but Bitly is a popular one because with Bitly, it'll tell you how many times that link has been clicked on.
Okay. So it's bit.ly.
bit.ly, Bitly. And you can also use a Twitter application, especially if you have a Twitter profile. If you have more than one Twitter profile that you're managing, I would definitely suggest using Hootsuite, which is a Twitter application that will allow you to manage multiple accounts. You can also,
Okay.
that's one. CoTweet is another one. CoTweet, CoTweet. You can also
Go
do
Tweet.
CoTweet.
C-O.
Co. TW.
C-O.
TO. CO. C as in company. Company tweet.
Oh, C-O.
CO. CoTweet. And a
Okay,
dot
that's one
com.
word.
And that's one word. And then you could
Okay.
do Hootsuite, which is HOOTSUITE. Hootsuite. Well, there's a third one called TweetDeck. 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 Those are probably three of the most popular ones that will allow you to manage multiple Twitter accounts.
Okay.
And you can also manage your Facebook too, from TweetDeck and as well as Hootsuite.
Oh, really?
So you can.
Very interesting.
So once you've got your profile set up, you find those people that are interested in what you're talking about or what your film is about. And then, not to mention, you said you also have celebrities in your documentary. Well, I know for a
That's
fact
right.
Maya Angelou has a Twitter profile. So,
Okay, I had never tapped into that.
So for those individuals who are featured in your film, see if they have Twitter profiles.
Okay.
And 9 times out of 10, the people that are fans of Amaya or Morgan, start following some of them and then do a direct message to them. Maya Angelou is featured in my film, and you could do it in such a way. If you had a YouTube setup or a soundbite set up with her, you could do a
Yeah,
link
I have so many preview clips.
Okay.
Several of them, she's in it, and different ones are in it. Yeah.
Okay, so what you do is take the link that you have, wherever that video is posted, put that link in your tweet. Of course, but use your URL shortener. And then just send the tweet out to those individuals who are Maya Angelou fans or things of that nature. One other thing you will want to do is your crew members, the people that were involved in making the movie. Follow them and have them follow you or follow the film.
Okay.
And use their social influence as well. So whatever you tweet about the movie, ask them to retweet it.
Okay. That sounds so good.
And
those are so good. Yeah.
Because if you got
that's a lot. I mean, that is so rich. That information you're giving me at this. I mean, it's just such rich information.
Well, thank you. The thing about Twitter that people forget is it's just a conversation. What you'll see on Twitter is a lot of people who have something to market or something to sell. They push it to the point where people are like, you know what? You're not really talking about anything. All you're really here to do is push this product or make me want to go to your website, and then you're going to push me for some money. For what you're trying to do, for anything, just start with a conversation. Try to make them useful, like useful information. Like, as a filmmaker, you could have tweets about your experiences as a filmmaker, what it took, to make the film. If you had a blog attached to your website, you could tweet your blog post. If you had behind the scenes pictures posted on like a Flickr account or Plixie.com, any place where you can host pictures, you could share those